Okay, people, so here we are. You can pick card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. Don't think about it too much, just whatever your instinct is telling you, pick that card. I'll have the timestamps in the description below so you can click through to your message from our keepers of the light. And have a wonderful, inspired day. And please do whatever the message you receive, let it sit in your heart just for a moment. Thank you. Okay, so card number 1, people. Brigid, inner strength. Move back to your wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So, of course, what stands out here is the fiery red of Bridget's hair and the cup of literal fire that she's holding in her hands. What lights your fire? Usually, if you're struggling with lighting your fire, likely what needs to come out is some physical movement. We really want to, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We want to be sure, as much as it is nice to, for those of us light workers, to kind of relax into that higher knowing and that infinite wisdom and intelligence, we do need to balance it by coming back to earth. And the best way to come back to earth is to get into our bodies. So what is it that helps you move your body? What inspires you to move your body? And this is something personally I've struggled with a lot in my life. Despite being a yoga instructor, I'm drawn more to the gentler practices. And, I've mentioned this before in my videos. I did find a dance style workout that I love, but it's not offered in person where I live. And I know personally I need to be in a group fitness environment. So, even if the activity doesn't light your fire itself, for example, the group fitness that I go to, I like it. I have fun. I'm not elated necessarily like I would be if there was groove available in my, after the class, if there was groove available where I live. But, it gives me the fire. It lights my fire anyway to move on with the inspired actions I want to take in my life. And making these videos is exactly one of those things. There's no way I could be finding the wherewithal with everything else I have going on in my life. I am employed. This is, I'm doing this right now in my free time as I'm growing my business. So it gives me the wherewithal to light my fire, to be inspired to move into the actions that I want to take in the world, to be a stand. So, what is it that, maybe you're already good with the movement, and then what is it that lights your fire? What is it that your heart, your unconditional, loving consciousness, higher self part wants to share with the world? Start doing it if you're not already. And if you are already, keep going, and thank you. And thank you anyway to all of you. Just your presence is so needed on this planet. But you sharing your beautiful self is even more needed. So find that inner strength and that outer strength, that physical strength, so that you can move back to your wholeness and recognize that you have the power, the fire, and share it. And, also, the inner strength comes in here too, because you won't likely be validated right away, but you don't need that validation right away. Things take time to grow. Sometimes things do take off right away, but very rarely. So don't worry about that outer um, uh, validation. Trust the knowing in your own heart and keep moving. Keep showing up with what's this new term I've been learning? CCI, committed, consistent, imperfect action. Committed, consistent, imperfect action. Committed, consistent, imperfect action. CCIA. Put that in your back pocket or write it on a post-it note and put it on your cupboard like I did. Thank you, beautiful beings, and thank you, Bridget. Keep shining your light bright. Namaste. Okay, so for those of you who picked card number 2, who do we have here today? Serapis Bay, Ascension. Whoa, heavy, lovely duty. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. The light is here. I'm wanting to put my hand on my heart space. The light is here. And I'm thinking now I want to put my hand on my third eye in between the eyebrows. The light is here. The light is here. The light is here. The light is here. Tap into your light. What I'm hearing is that likely what step you need to take to continue moving into your true self. Because obviously, if you're watching this, you already have been doing that. But, we are always evolving and expanding, and there's always a next right step. And sometimes the steps can be really, quite simple. And then sometimes the steps can be a little more challenging. So what I'm getting is that whatever step you're on could be a bit of a more challenging, a bit of more struggle. Maybe, the legs aren't really rising to the challenge, but you can do it. You've got this. You've got this. Rise above the darkness. Just take the tiniest little step you can. And the more you step into the light, the more the light is powerful for you. So any little nudge you can take, congratulations if you're making leaps and bounds right now. That is so awesome. Serapis Bay, move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. Ascend. The light is here. Right here. Right now. The light is here. Namaste. Okay, card number 3. Ooh, Green Tara. Supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust with a capital T. So we see all the beautiful floral, botanical life surrounding Green Tara. We see it's almost as though the botanical life expanding from her is unstoppable. So even if you decide to stay in your limitation, it's inevitable that you will continue to grow. So, knowing this and knowing that this card is sharing that you are protected, you can trust to move beyond this limitation, whatever it is. You can do it. You have this supreme growth wisdom, this green love, heart, light around you. Tap into that, trust it. You are protected. Thank you, Green Tara, and thank you to you beautiful light beings. Namaste.